guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy and this channel is all about my Sylvanian Families collection. For today's video, I wanted to take a look at this set of Gashapon or Gashapon capsule toy products. These are officially Sylvanian Families branded, but they are from a company called Tarlin, who tend to do their Gashapon series. These came out a couple of years ago now, and they're the second in the series. So this was the first series, and you might remember we did an unboxing of these on the channel quite a while ago now. But it was these porcelain pieces in boxes, little decorative boxes. This older version had pink boxes with a white and kind of burgundy plate theme. And there was 4 in that set. I'll pop a link to the video here if you want to look at those. This kind of second series or newer series has 7 to collect, and you can see that they are in these lovely green boxes. The porcelain is pink and then it's got gold detailing on it. So some of these are the same as the ones we saw before, so these 4 are the same. And then this series added 3 new variants. So we've got this cute little cutlery and plate set, teapot, sugar pot with milk jug, and also the teaspoon and sugar tongs set. So this one just expanded on the 4 set from series 1. Because of the nature of these products, unless you have capsule toys, machines and things in your country, it's unlikely that they'll see a release here in the UK at least. We don't tend to get these products. I don't think America do either. I'm not sure about other countries around the world, maybe other countries in Asia where gashapons are more common, you might get these items. But I bought the full set, or like the complete set, from Kobe, Japan. I also have the older set here, so the teacups, big plates, small plates, and these little kind of mid-sized plates. Now the designs are pretty much the same, or the molds I should say are the same between the two. It's just the colours that are different, and then obviously there's these new variations. But what I wanted to do with these is set up a little porcelain or china shop, and I'm thinking I'll use this dress shop building. This is from 2009. It was released in the Japanese range and then it came to the worldwide range shortly after that. And I'm thinking the colours on this building with the accents of pink and the cream go really nicely with the colours on the porcelain. So I thought this would be a good size. It's got a nice amount of space in it to decorate as well, and I like this big window for making a window display. My idea is that the porcelain shop would be run by Heidi McBurrows here, and this is a special edition set. It came with these 2 figures and a little baby. So this is Heidi and Digger, who are the parent characters, and then the baby is, I think, their firstborn child. I can't remember which of the brother or sister that is. But the idea of these sets was kind of seeing them when they were a bit younger and having their first child, rather than how we see them now, a little bit older with their full family. I like these figures particularly because they come in these really cute clothes. This dress, again, I thought went perfectly. It's kind of cream and pink, and it just goes really nicely with the shop. I really hope, with the moles being the ambassadors this year, that we get them in some really nice, fancy, proper clothes rather than the vests. So I think they look very, very cute like this. So in the lore of Sylvanians, or my Sylvania, moles are obviously very good at burrowing. So Digger tends to work digging up minerals and resources, natural resources and things in the caves and hills all around Sylvania. He does mining and things like that. And some of the stuff that he digs up, you see clay and other quartz and things, natural resources. And Heidi then takes some of these resources to make this lovely porcelain and china, puts it in these very fancy gift boxes and sells them to the villagers. Because I usually have this shop on display and I'll be popping it back into my village display after this, I'm not going to worry about changing any of the signs or anything, as we're mostly going to be looking at the inside anyway. But before we get onto the setup, let's just very quickly take a look at the 3 new variants. So I like the boxes on these. So they come in these little presentation boxes. This one obviously says teapot set, but they all say what they are on them. Really look like the fancy china you can get in department stores, at least here anyway. So this one comes with a teapot and it's not stuck in the box. You can take these all out and use them. It's got the cute little chocolate rabbit emblem on it there, and the lid comes on and off. These are really nicely molded. We then got the teeny little milk jug, again with a teeny emblem on it. And if I can get it out, tiny sugar pot, again with a removable lid. Love the fancy looking little handles on this. These look super ornate and lovely. And then because of the way the box is molded, it helps hold the lid on, which I think is great. So that's one of the new ones. Then the other new ones, there's this set of 4 teaspoons and sugar tongs. The sugar tongs will go with that sugar pot. These have a nice amount of detail on them, and the metallic used for the metal parts is really, really shiny. Not sure if I love that or not, or prefer a more matte look. But again, you can remove all the pieces out and then also sit them in their little indents in the box. And the final new one that we haven't seen before is this one that comes with cutlery. So you get a knife, fork and spoon, and then a little plate over this side. The plates do also have the kind of maker's mark on the back, like you would see with fancy porcelain. So I love that attention to detail. Again, they all come with lids to their boxes as well. And then the other 4, we've got the set of 4 plates, 2 and 2. We have a set of big plates, get 2 of those in the box. Managed to knock the milk jug out now. Get the set of 6 little plates, or like side plates. And the set of 2 very fancy teacups and saucers. And those will have the exact same moulds and patterning, just different colours to the ones we took a look at. Oh, it was a long while ago now, I think. So let's turn this building around and get on with the setup. So on the inside of this building, with all the furniture it comes with removed, you can see there's a couple of built-in shelves. There's a little hanging rail under here, but you can't really see it from this angle. So usually clothes would hang there, but I think we'll put a table in there. And then there is this fitting room bit over here. I think we're going to make this like a little storage area or storage cupboard, just to make use of the space and make it a little bit less like a changing room. Furniture wise, I'm going to use the table that came with this piece, kind of pink and cream yellowy colour. And then I was thinking, what other pink furniture do I have? And I have these counters from the Sweets Buffet. I'm thinking if we put that on the side, you won't be able to see that it says Sweets Buffet. And then these tables are pretty nondescript anyway. This one I think will fit perfectly in the window. Usually a mannequin goes there, but I just wanted something to elevate and put the china on. And then this one I think will fit perfectly in this gap as well. Excellent. This one I think will go in the middle. And this one I'm thinking to make like a counter to pay, and also having it that way you can't so much see that Sweets Buffet sign. So that's what I'm thinking for the basic layout, and the pink and yellow goes with the pink and kind of cream interior. So for the storage cupboard, I've got a couple of these little hampers, which I thought would work well as storage boxes. I'm thinking just to pop them in there, just poking out behind the curtain. And then I also have this little radio. I think that would be cute in the shop, so Heidi can listen to some music while she's in there all day, or listen to the radio. Just kind of have that poking out like that. Then for the shop counter, this is the till from Mrs. Cakebread's cake shop, or the village cake shop. I thought the gold went nicely with this colour scheme. And then I also have these little bits of like crepe paper that I thought could be used for wrapping. So like, you know how when you're wrapping up china and stuff, they usually wrap it in paper to protect it. I was thinking that could be quite fun for Heidi to have. And then obviously Heidi can be over here serving. And then for the actual stock, since we've got 2 of these, one in this colourway and one in the other, I'm thinking I might put this in the window. You know my Sylvanians love tea and all things like afternoon tea, so it seems like that would be a good thing to kind of have in the window to entice people into the shop. So just like that. Then on this shelf, I'm thinking the teapot, sugar pot and milk jug. If I can get it to kind of sit at an angle, that would be even better. And then next to that, the spoons and tongs. Figure those kind of go together. Then on this underneath table, I'm thinking teacups and saucers, because again, they're kind of in the same area. You probably want to buy the teapot and those together. Then maybe I should switch those two so it's all the one set together. Let's do that. Let's put this one in the window. And have this one on display here. So it's all kind of the same set that you maybe want to buy all together. And then because of the shape of this space, I think these big plates in this square box are going to fit there perfectly. So we're running out of room, so let's put both colours there. So let's seal up the pink colourway and put that on the underneath. And then have the green box colourway on the top. And then you've still got all the green bits together, but you can also buy it in the pink variant should you wish to. I think that looks pretty good. Then on this table, I'm thinking these plates, but because of the size of the box, I think we're going to need to stack them again. So let's put the green box underneath this time and have the pink box on the top of your set of 6 side plates. Or maybe because of the height of it, they would be better going at the back so we can see the front bit a little bit better. Then let's see if we can squeeze these 2 in on this bit of space that remains. Oh, a little bit tight, but I think that works. And then the final piece we have is this double plate set, which is the pink or the green colourway of the pink one. So let's seal that up and have that over here like it's being purchased. So I think that works quite nicely as a layout. I've just taken you off the tripod here to have a closer look in the building and look at it from a couple other angles. I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out. I think this would be a really fun shop to have a kind of an official shop for, but in lieu of an official shop, I think this one works pretty well. And then with a few customers in, so we've got Mrs. Nettlefield just here making a purchase. We've got Sky and Lyra Persian. I'm thinking that they're looking for a birthday present for their mother. We have Penley here, bull in a china shop, couldn't resist. And then we've got Digger just here coming in to check if Heidi needs any help in the shop today, as he's done with his work out in the mountains. So that kind of brings me to the end of today's video. I'm really happy when I have a thought in my head and then I'm trying to visualize it in real life and then obviously set it up. So this has come out pretty close to how I was imagining it in my head. So it's always nice when that happens and when things actually work out as planned. Let me know what you think of these sets down in the comments. What would you do with them? Would you make a shop or would you have them in houses? How would you go about kind of setting them up? Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.